What's good, everyone? It's Chambers from chambersmixedit.com, and today we're going to be doing a Polo G / Lil Tjay type of fire chord progression melody piano style beat. So it's going to be heavy on music theory and all that type of stuff that you want to learn today, along with the drums and all that stuff. But hey, before we begin, go check out my second placement that just dropped. It's by Shy Glizzy and No Savage. It's called Ridiculous. That's definitely like one of the craziest melodies that I've ever made in my life, so go check that out. All right, so we're in Studio One today, and we're going to be using stock plugins because why not help out the people, right? So we're gonna go into the browser right here. We're gonna go into packs. You want to go into instruments, go into keyboard. You want to go into close gram, right click it, hit open. I can never pronounce this, bro. Announce what? Open in new channel. All right, open a new channel, bro. The day I get that right is the day I'll get a Drake placement. Basically, we have this nice trumpet sound. Feel me? So we're gonna go into the piano roll. I'm at about 137 BPM, which is like moderate. You know, it's not too fast, but it's not too slow. It's like perfect for this type of music. The note we're gonna start it off with is P. No, I'm kidding. It's G sharp. So let's go right here. We're gonna be at like a lower velocity because we want like the soft piano, right? We're gonna make a G sharp major chord. Now, before I even get into that, I just dropped a brand new course on my website. It's called the Music Theory Masters course. Now, I know I've done a music theory course before, but in this one, I'm really going in depth with the teaching. I'm telling you, I'm super excited about this course because I really put some time and work into it. And pretty much it's over 60 minutes, over an hour long of music theory course videos exclusively made by me. This isn't stuff that I'm just gonna put on this channel. This is stuff that I'm gonna give to people who wanna invest their money and time into. So the first video is like 20 minutes. I'll be showing you all my secrets about chord progressions. In the second video, we're going to be going over all my secrets about melodies. And in the third video, I'm going to show you how to make a full beat, putting all the knowledge together at the end. If you're interested in learning music theory, this is one of the best courses that I have out right now. But also, if you get the course, I'm giving you full access to my email to send me any beats or progressions or melodies that you make after you learn from the course for my feedback. So that's at chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. I'll have the link in the description and in the comment section for you guys. I'm gonna still make a pretty good video for you guys, but it's not gonna be as detailed as the course. So I said we're gonna start with G sharp right here. We're gonna make a major chord. This is what you call a G sharp major 7th chord, right? And of course, I'm going to go over how you name the chords and how you construct the chords from nothing in the course as well. But moving on, what I want to do is hit control and drag, hit shift and drag it out. We're going to make a new chord from this. It's going to be like a mixture of like that melodic trap sound, but with a tiny bit of R&B to it. So what I'm going to do is bring in what we call an augmented chord. This chord right here went to the barbershop, said let me get a little bit off the top. So we're going to cut that off. We're going to drop the G sharp down 1 semitone. Moving it down 1 semitone is just moving it down 1 note. We're going to turn these 3 notes into an augmented chord. So what I'm going to do that is move the C down to a B. And what we have right here is a G augmented chord. So you see how it like we have that like type of R&B vibe to it now? It's not a straight major or minor chord. Like we just step down to an augmented chord. When you use augmented or diminished chord, it's going to give you that like that R&B type vibe to it. But I don't want the top note to be the D sharp, so we're going to have it at F. That's going to sound better. We're going to stay in this G, right? Move it over. This time we're going to make a G minor 7th chord. Just drag it right out. It's going to be 2 full bars. We're just going to hold it out like that. Now let's add the bass notes to it, right? So what I'm going to do is copy this G sharp and this G, hold shift, drag them out, bring them back in and put them down an octave. So now it's going to be a thicker chord because it has lower notes to stack it up. All right, so now this note is a G, so we're going to keep it at a psych. That's the wrong number. That's the wrong letter. We got to go to a, I'm sorry, this is terrible. We got to go to a C, right? So also, hold on, we can't just have him, look at him. He's just down here by himself. Give it another octave just to thicken it up. Had to turn the metronome off. Also, if you use anything other than the hi-hat for the metronome, I'm going to ask you to exit this video, please. Turn the phone off, turn the computer off, whatever you're doing. Stand up, go outside, take a walk or something, get some fresh air in your system, because What's wrong with you? I'm gonna hit Control A. I'm gonna hit Control B to duplicate it over. This time it's gonna be more interesting. We're gonna add a few notes here and there, so it's not just the same chord progression. And really, my trick for doing this is I'm gonna add higher notes where I see fit. Instead of the leading tone be a F, it's gonna be a higher note, and I'll show you what I mean. So it sound really good right here at the A sharp because I want it to be a higher chord. Then go to a G. And really this G is just an octave copy of the G that we have down here. So again, I went to the barbershop. It said, I'm not going to take one off the top. I'm going to take two off the top. We're going to back these up. Now I'm going to take the slice tool and we're going to cut it right here. Cut it. Oh, cut it. Remember OT Genesis? Remember OT Genesis? And then here, I'm going to do my favorite chord technique. If you've been watching my R&B videos, you know how much I love a 2-5-1. And a 2-5-1 is pretty much when you go from the second note on the scale to the fifth note on the scale, then back to the root note, which is the 1. So here's how we're going to do it. So the 2 is going to be the A sharp, and the D sharp is going to be the 5, and the 1 is going to be the G sharp. So let me try to explain that to you. So look, we started off with this G sharp, right? So that's our 1. That's our root note. That's our starting point, right? That's the 1 in the scale that we're working with. Then if we go up from the G sharp to the next note in the scale, it's going to be the 2, because the G sharp's the 1. The second note in the scale is the 2, which is the A sharp. So A sharp is the 2 here. So I'm putting the notes on the A sharp, but just down on a lower octave because it makes sense with the bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The D sharp is the 5th note in the scale that we're working with. So that's why I have a D sharp right here. Again, down that lower octave to work with the bass. So now you can see why it's called a 2-5-1, because we're going from the second note in the scale, A sharp, to the 5th, the D sharp, and then we come back and start it over at the 1, which is the G sharp. That's how you do a 2-5-1 chord progression. And then I'm going to hit Alt S just to strum out the notes a tiny bit. I'm gonna go in and cut the excess where I need to, you know, just so it's not any overlapping notes. They said let me get a little bit off the side, and here's what we have all together so far. I like to use audio clips, so I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna hit quick render as audio clip. We're gonna drag that right in, cut the excess off. So that chord progression was pretty simple, and for sure if you're interested in learning how to make more complex and elaborate chord progressions, I'm telling you. And now what I want to do is add some more layers to make it more interesting. I guess we'll stick with some stock plugins because I'm feeling nice, I guess. We're going to go to Citrus. I'm going to go to the presets. Let's grab a pad. We're going to pick this one called Amy Lay, or however you pronounce that. What you want to do, right? You want to go into this chord progression with the piano that we just did. Hit Control A, Control C, add a new pattern. You want to go into the pad. You want to hit Control V, paste that. Boom. Let's hear it. Quantize it, because we don't really need, you don't gotta strum a pad, right? Because what sense does that make? Why would you strum a pad? I'm gonna pull back the notes because it has like a long release to it, so I don't want the notes to be overlapping. So let's drag that into the playlist and see how it sounds with the piano. I might lower it. I'm gonna put it into the mixer and add a chorus, make it a wider sound. Fruity chorus, because we still staying stock friendly. Wow, I'm just so nice today. Sounding fire, so let's get that as an audio clip. Drag that in, cut the excess off. Yo, why are you so loud, bro? I know you can hear my mouse real. Wow. I think it's communicating in Morse code. What are you saying? You just can't argue with that. Now it's time for the drum, so I'm gonna use my R&B Trap Fusion drum kit. Just grab a clap, grab a hi-hat, grab an open hi-hat and some percussion, snare, and of course a kick. All right, so we're gonna start with the 808. I'm gonna go back into the progression, and I'm just gonna copy the root notes that we used here. Copy that, add to a new pattern. Let's go into our 808 and hit Control V, paste that. Too low, put up octave. Fix the velocity. Still too low. All right, so let's get it. hit that nice low C right. Oh, that's fire. All right. Hold shift and drag it out. Click right here and hit make unique. We're gonna make this pattern a little bit different. We'll go from the G sharp to the G, then up. Make it interesting. Let's do a roll. So make the grid smaller and just click them in like that. Follow the 2-5-1 from the A sharp to the D sharp. Might do a slide. Let's see what that sounds like. That's pretty tight. So you just want to double click on the note. You want to hit this triangle thing and hit accept. That's how you do an 808 slide. So that's our 808 pattern. Just add the clap on the 2 and the 4 because it's a club record again. That's still one of the funniest things, bro. That's never going to not be funny. Nah, put it on the 3 and the 7. I say 3 and the 7 because I'm talking about the metronome hits. So like if you count the metronome hits, it's on the 3rd and the 7th hit. Add the hi-hats, fill each 2 steps. I'm just coming here and like do a few hi-hat rolls or whatever. Throw in a few low notes. Let's do the open hi-hat to match the 808. Add a new pattern. Let's go with the percussion now. Add the snare. What the? I put a kick as a perk. That's mad funny. So we got some good action between the percussion and the snares and all that, but it's not too crowded. And let's add that kick. And then what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to clone the kick. I'm going to add a new one. And this time for this one, I'm going to invert the polarity because it's going to sound better when we hit this low C note. Let's add in that pad now. Might also do a section where we go down an octave. So I'm gonna make this unique. I'm gonna put it down an octave by going to the pitch wheel and putting it down 1200 cents. And yeah, so there's the full beat that we just made. So we had like that cool like R&B style chord progression that like Lil Tjay or Polo G could easily sing a melody on top of. Layered it with the pad, got the 808 to follow the root note of the chords and all these drums and the percussion. And yeah, so before I play the whole thing to you, I just dropped a brand new music theory course where I go much more in depth about making great chord progressions and great melodies, harmonies, contrast, add nines, inversions, all the terms that you want to know. I explain them and demonstrate them in the course for you. And I'm definitely super excited about what people are going to learn from this course and how they're going to apply it to their music, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing it. If you got the course, you got my email, so just send me stuff and let's talk about it. And once again, that's chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. Link in the comment section and in the description for you. Damn. But yeah, you get it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. If you didn't subscribe yet, I mean, come on, man. What are you doing? Now, please like and subscribe. And also in the comment section, drop what tutorials you guys want to see next. And I'll see what I can do for you. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.